Hey my loves, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be another chit chat girl talk. I just wanted to talk to y'all today about today's topic, which is reinventing yourself. Every once in a while we get comfortable in where we're at in life. We get comfortable with the things that are going on. We get comfortable with our day-to-day activities and all of that. And I just want us to know as women that it's always nice and refreshing to reinvent yourself, because we cannot get too comfortable in life, y'all. We cannot get too comfortable. We gotta always evolve. We have to always strive to be better people. Like, we have to keep leveling up. We gotta keep being the best version of ourselves. So let me just start by giving you the benefit of reinventing yourself. So you might be in a position right now where you just ended a relationship, or you just feel like everything in your life is just at a plateau. Like, nothing is rising. There's nothing exciting happening. Like, you're tired of the same old. You're tired of getting the same results. Like, you see this dream life that you visualize, and you just feel like you're not currently the person to get to that dream life that you want. But I'm here to let you know that you can have the dream life that you want. You can be the woman that you aspire to be. It's not hard at all, and there's nothing wrong with reinventing yourself, okay? So first and foremost, you want to visualize the type of woman that you want to be. Visualize yourself in her highest form. Like, when you picture yourself in your mind, just picture her at the highest level. Like, what does she eat? Okay, where does she live? What type of car does she drive? What type of clothes does she wear? How does she wear her hair? How does she smell? Like, who are her friends? What are the type of guys that she dates? Or who is she married to? Like, visualize every single detail down to the T, you at your highest self, and write it down, okay, y'all? I have so many journals, okay? Let me show y'all. Look at all of these journals I have, you guys. Like, look at all of these. I have so many journals, y'all. I'm always writing down my goals. I'm always writing down thoughts and ideas that I may have. I specifically started this journal just because I was going through a time in my life where I was just like, I want to level up. Like, I want to get to the next level. I want to be a better me. Like, the things that I am getting right now in life, like, I've already had my fun with it. I've washed my hands of it. I'm done. Like, what's next for me? So this is my journal that I kept, and I love this journal because it says, some pursue happiness, others create it. And that's exactly what you have to do when you want to reinvent yourself. Like, you can't just say, oh, it'll be nice to have these things, or I am who I am, I'm stuck in my ways. No, sis, you're not ever stuck, okay? And if you have that mindset that you're stuck, then you're gonna remain stuck. You can reinvent yourself 500 times. You are a woman, okay? Women are so versatile. We are queens. We are creative, beautiful creatures. We can be whatever we want to be. We can transform ourselves however we want to transform ourselves. We can literally be whatever we want to be at any given time. You just have to make a plan, visualize yourself as that person, and then take small steps towards being that person every single day. Progressively each day, make those check marks off your list towards being that person. Like, if the dream girl that you want to be doesn't eat junk food, then start weaning yourself off of eating junk food. Throw away those snacks, throw away those cookies, throw away that ice cream. Stop eating out every single day. Like, you have to make certain steps and certain sacrifices towards being who you want to be. Just figure out exactly who she is and start taking small steps towards that goal to achieve it. For instance, in my notebook, like, this might seem kind of like childish or whatever, I even have on this page, this was on in October of, I believe this is 2019 because I didn't put the year, but I'm almost certain it's 2019. It says, you are a phenomenal woman, Sky. The things you can accomplish will only remain a figment of your imagination if you don't lock in and focus. Like, you have to Write down your goals. Write down the type of woman that you see yourself being. And you have to focus. You have to lock in anything that does not align with what you wrote down in your journal, in your vision book, then you need to cut it off. Like, you cannot risk, if you're trying to reinvent yourself, you cannot risk being stuck in the current and going backwards and going back to your old ways. You have to completely be laser focused into what you're being, which leads me into my next point, which is getting rid of the things or the people who are distracting you from your vision that you have for your life. So anybody who's trying to hold you back and pull you back to that place where you're trying to get away from, you need to cut them off. Okay, just rip the band-aid off and just do it. Like, I'm telling you, there are goals that I set for myself in this season of my life, and I'm telling you, as soon as you set goals for yourself and as soon as you tap in and try to get focused on what you want for yourself, you will be tested. Okay, like, you will be tested. And let me tell you something real quick, okay? When these tests come, do not fall for it. Okay, it is not a sign from God that you need to go back to whatever that is. It's not a sign that it's meant to be. It's none of that stuff. Okay, it's a test. It's solely a test from the enemy to see if you really are about what you saying that you about. Like, you really about this new vision and this new life you want to have for yourself. Like, you really gonna do that? Like, that's what the enemy is saying. Like, well, let me see, let me test you and see if it's really what you want. Let me tempt you a little bit. Like, when you're constantly being pulled back and you feel like somebody's trying to persuade you to be pulled back, that's when you need to just cut it off. Like, you cannot risk that dream girl, that high version of yourself. Like, you can't sacrifice her for anyone or anything. Okay, so if you visualize, when you visualize your new self and you visualize her not drinking as much and not smoking as much, then you don't need to hang around people who all they do is drink and smoke, and you know that you're going to be tempted when you're around them. You have to make that initial sacrifice. You can't want to stop doing something and constantly be around it. Like, that's just too much temptation. And why make it harder on yourself to get to where you're going by associating yourself with things that you're trying to no longer associate yourself with? It just is making the whole process harder. Okay, like, it's already hard enough to be consistent and to focus, so you don't need anything pulling you back to who you're not trying to be anymore. Like, this new you that you got in your head, sis, like, she's only on the other side of consistency and focus. Okay, and you cannot let nothing or no one get in the way of that. Okay, my third tip for you ladies today is that you have to stay on track and you have to set a routine for yourself. Okay, because if you do not plan, you plan to fail. You have to make sure that you create a routine and you add stuff to your routine each and every day. So say, for instance, if you want to take better care of your skin, okay, you need to make sure that every day you're moisturizing, every day you're exfoliating. Okay, you got your different oils and your different body butters and all that stuff and your skincare regimen. You need to make sure you're doing that every single day to achieve the skin goals that you want. You need to set a completely new routine, okay? Because when you're trying to reinvent yourself, that means that you're trying to be on some brand new stuff. Okay, so you can't be on some brand new stuff doing old things. Okay, you need to set a new routine. You need to start doing that every single day, so it comes as second nature to you. So I recommend you all, because you know I love journals, because I just showed y'all my journal. I recommend you to get a planner, okay? Because if you're like me, okay, like, I have a lot of stuff going on, okay? I'm a single mom, okay? I have goals, you know. I'm a, you know, small YouTuber, so I have a lot of stuff going on, and not all the time I can remember every little thing I'm trying to do. And when I don't plan things and I don't set a routine, it's so easy for me to forget what I'm trying to do. So get you a planner, sis. And this might seem like anal or whatever, but it really will help, because it's so many things that I've been wanting to get done in a day, and then when I start to do the things that I wanted to get done, I always get sidetracked, and I always forget what exactly I wanted to do in the order that I wanted to do it in. So get you a planner. Write in your planner what you need to have done, what order it needs to be done in, that it makes sense to you and that is convenient for you in your life. So this is a major key in reinventing yourself, because you cannot reinvent yourself if you're not intentional about what you're doing. And you can't be intentional about what you're doing if you don't plan, okay? Because if you don't plan, you plan to fail, okay? So my fourth tip on how to reinvent yourself is you need to do your research, honey. You need to be reading books. You need to be watching videos. Majority of the content that you're consuming should revolve around where you're trying to go or who you're trying to be. You want to soak up as much information as you can on what you're trying to accomplish in, you know, this new era that you're stepping in. You want to get as much information on that as possible. So that means that you need to stop looking at trash on social media all day. You scrolling on your social media account looking at stuff that no longer serves where you're trying to go. You need to stop looking at that stuff. You need to stop looking at those YouTube channels that's just like not really feeding you any information or not giving you any new knowledge. It's the same old stuff. You need to stop looking at that. You need to be looking at motivational, inspirational videos. You need to be looking at self-help stuff. You need to be any type of information that you're feeding your brain. It needs to be positive information, and it needs to be something that's motivating you towards where you're trying to go, okay? Because when you've been doing things the same way for so long, it is hard to reprogram your mind into not doing those things anymore. That's why it's so important that you watch motivational things. You watch inspirational content. That is so important. You have to be mindful of what you're feeding your mind in this season of transformation, because it's so easy to slip back into your old ways or get discouraged or give up if you don't have, you know, anybody cheering you on. Like, you know, read self-help books, you know, whoever you're trying to be. You need to change your mindset, because it's not going to be easy just going about it day by day. Like, your mindset has to be on point, sis. It needs to be on point, okay? So that is my fourth tip for you guys. Figure out who you want to be and pursue her relentlessly, okay? Like, I understand life may happen. You might get a little sidetracked. You might have a day or a week or maybe 2 weeks where you just kind of like go steer off track and you don't stay on track with what your goals were, or, you know, who you're trying to reinvent yourself to be. Please understand to give yourself grace, okay? And forgive yourself and get back on track. Don't just completely fall off because you're like, dang, like, I didn't fell off. I'm not even doing the stuff that I need to do. Like, I don't see, you know, any progress, so I might as well just stay stuck in my ways. No, like, you need to pursue who you want to be at no end. You need to persevere, okay? You need to push through it. You need to pick up where you left off and do not stay off track for too long. You have to relentlessly go after that girl that you want to be. Like, you cannot give up, okay? You have to stay focused. You have to stay aligned. You have to stay positive. You got to stay hopeful. You got to do what you got to do, okay? Because you can't get to a new level easily. Like, it's gonna take work. If you take a little break and you fall off for a little bit, get back up where you were going. Thank you so much, y'all, for tuning into today's video, and I really hope that you enjoyed it. And I want to thank you so much for watching it if you got through the whole video. And I just ask of you a few things, is that you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Turn on your notifications for when I come back with another video. I will be having new videos every single week. So please, please go ahead and interact with my channel, because the more you interact with my channel, the more friends we can get up in here, and we can, you know, get this thing going. We can get it turned up in here, okay? Like, we gonna be real turned up in here, trying to be the best version of ourselves. And the more the merrier. But this is some real juicy information right now. I want as many girls to get this information as they can, okay, y'all? I'm out of here, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.